A few more.
Harold. Hey, sister.
Hey, sister. Hey, Harold.
Do some whatever.
Right, we got a couple of views. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So go ahead and introduce yourself. Well, you know what? I'm going to introduce you. So this is Starr, aka Evolution by Starr. And I would consider her a fitness enthusiast because you got it all the way going on. I know you teach the classes. You're very knowledgeable when it comes to fitness. I know you've had your own fitness journey. So I really just want to get into your fitness journey, how you got started, and we just gonna take it all the way back to the beginning. So when did your fitness journey start?
We're going to throw it back a little bit. Take it all the way back. But, so for me, this journey began, this was like 2012, 2013-ish. I was going through like a bad breakup. I don't want to get too much into that, but I was going through a bad breakup with my kid's father or whatever. So like when we broke up,
You
I was
talking?
like super extremely down and out, like almost borderline depression. So, and I was very overweight. So I just started going to the gym. Literally just started going to the gym and just started changing my eating habits. And that just became like my outlet, letting my frustrations out at the gym. And then once I started literally seeing that weight drop, it was just over with from there, like, yeah. So really I know it's kind of like cliche, but literally that's literally how it started.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. So when you started your fitness journey, that's when you started changing your diet at the same time, like right at the same time?
No, it was literally at the same time. The first thing I did was change my diet. Then I went and got me a membership at Planet Fitness. Didn't know what I was doing. I was working out though. The weight was coming off. But like you drop like what foods did I drop? Like the basics, the general things. I stopped the sweets, I stopped the fried foods, just kind of the general thing. Really, like I said, not knowing what I was really doing, just generalizing things. That's all.
So what was like the hardest thing that you had to give up, or was any of it hard, like as far as food wise?
The sweets. I'm a sweet eater. Chocolate. Chocolate is the devil.
So what did you replace the chocolate with, or you just was like, I'm just gonna thug it out with these cravings?
So I started doing pineapples. Pineapples have always been that like my go-to when I feel like I want some chocolate. Even now, pineapples now are they're just so sweet and they don't taste like chocolate. Them things be good, I promise, and they way better than eating milk chocolate.
Yes, especially when they're dark. Like if you get them when they ripe, when they dark, that dark yellow,
Yes.
it's okay. It's okay for your pineapples to be dark yellow. Just
Yes.
not your pea, not your pea.
No. That means you ain't got enough water, okay?
Get you some water.
Some water. No, yeah, that I go to, yeah, when to get rid of that sweet craving, that chocolate craving, it was definitely the fruit, the pineapples, because I can't eat a lot of fruits. I do get nauseated, but that's a whole nother conversation.
So what was your daily routine when you first started working out? Because I know a lot of people always say, myself included, I just don't have time. I don't have time to go to the gym.
Excuses.
They are excuses because I mean everybody got the same 24 hours. So what was your like routine when you first started going to the gym?
So when I first started, so I've always been busy. I've always held down more than one job. But at the time, I was working nights. So I would literally get off. I was working 11 to 7, and my mom would get the girls off to school. So I kind of had that, in the bag or whatever. So I would literally leave work and go right to the gym Monday through Friday. It was easy. It was easier then. Now my schedule is way more hectic, and this is why I say people kind of make excuses because you're gonna make time for what you want to make time for. You know what I'm saying? It really depends on how bad you really want it. I don't care what it is, even outside of fitness. when I was in school, I was working 11 to 7 at night, Monday through Friday, leaving work. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on, yeah, it depends on how bad you really want it. So like now, I start work, I hold down 2 jobs and I'm taking care of the girls. I go to work, I go to the gym before work. I'm waking up at 3:30 in the morning, going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? So, cause I got goals I want to reach. I ain't making
Right.
nobody. You know,
That's what's up. So how long are you spending in the gym now? Like when you get up at 3:30, how long are you spending in the gym?
no more than an hour and 15. No more.
That's
And you don't even have to be in there that long. You can get a good 30. That's just me. That's my preference. I want to throw that out there. You can get a good workout in 30, 45 minutes. You don't have to be there that long.
so 30 minutes will be like the minimum to be effective.
To be effective, for sure. And the biggest thing too, I plan my workouts. Okay. You want to always go in there with a plan. Like you don't want to go in there like, oh, well, no, write your stuff down. And it's just a good way to keep your, to track your workouts and to track your. So, but yeah, always go in there with a plan. That's just something that needs to be done.
Right. That makes sense. That makes sense. So I know you said that when you first started working out, that's when you changed your diet too.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you get into like nutrition, or is that something that you were always aware of and you just didn't actually do what you were supposed to do?
So I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000 with y'all. I love you too. No, I'm gonna keep it really funky with y'all. The nutrition aspect is the hardest part. It has been a huge roller coaster for me because I was still trying to find a balance of what works, what doesn't work. And I just came off this whole vegan thing, which absolutely it didn't work for me. I'm sorry. It just did not work. I tried for a good 6 months. So I would really say within the last 2 years, I'm really starting to tap into the nutrition aspect and finding out what works best for me. So, I wanted to give up meat just to see, we know the health benefits, but what works for you may not work for me. I was very sluggish. I know, what I was missing from the meat, I was not replacing things that I was consuming, or I was not eating enough. Like, I know I wasn't eating enough. So, and then trying to work out, my workouts were trash. So I'm just like, okay. But I tried. I promise y'all. I tried my hardest, but it just was not, it wasn't for me. I promise I gave it my all, but it just was not for me. But now since I'm back eating the turkey, the fish, the salmon, well, I did say fish. What I say? Turkey, fish. What is turkey?
Chicken, don't you?
Chicken, yeah, chicken. That's what I'm like, I know I'm missing something. I just don't for it. But it's so easy for me to meal prep, and I just feel so much better. So that's just tapping into another whole aspect of nutrition. But like I said, what works for me may not work for the next person. Like, you don't eat meat, and you fine with that.
Right.
I need it.
But you're right though, because when you cut out meat, you do have to find other sources of protein, and you have to be aware of that, because if you're not, like you said, number one, you're gonna be sluggish. Number two, it's gonna start affecting your skin, your hair. Your hair literally can start falling out. Like, it'll get dry and brittle. That's why, like, some people who have weight loss surgery, they encourage them to drink like those protein shakes and stuff to make sure that they're still getting proper nutrition. You good. To make sure that they're still getting proper nutrition, because I've seen people where their hair is like really dry and brittle because they're not getting enough protein. So yeah, put your camera up some so we can actually see you.
I'm sorry, I'm bringing it down.
I mean, the tattoo is cute and all.
I know, but y'all ain't trying. There y'all go.
There you go. But yeah, like you said though, everything is not gonna work for everybody. And when you first started getting into nutrition, it was kind of like trial and error. So so how do you like find information about nutrition? Like, what are some avenues that you take? It may seem like a really trivial question, but I'm sure it's somebody that's like, okay, well, how do I get into nutrition? Where do I start? Where do I need to search? Or where do I Google? Do I get a certain book?
Who is your best friend? But even though I swear, but even so, I've been working from my business page a lot, and I follow a lot of like health experts, a lot of trainers, and I just kind of I'll grab the information from them and I'll do further research. You know what I'm saying? Because we know all information is not credible. We do know
Mhm.
that. But even talking to you, I've picked up things from you. Um, I've had Harold was my trainer, picked up things from him, but yeah, just further doing my research. But Google, Instagram has been my best friend. Um, I had a book too, The Education of a Medication.
Mm.
But I got that book too.
Yeah, I've heard of that book, but I haven't read it yet. But that's
Pretty
definitely something that I look into, because sometimes I get bored with my diet. So, well,
yeah.
not really diet, but I get bored with what I eat.
Mhm.
So I'm always like searching for different recipes and different things that I can do to make sure that I'm adding protein to my
Pen,
diet.
your best friend too.
Pinterest, I can't get with Pinterest.
I
I
love this.
I feel like I'm gonna say my opinion on
Okay.
Pinterest, but a lot of people find it useful. I'm not saying it's not credible or anything like that. It just, to me, it feels like a rabbit hole.
Okay.
It's a
Yeah,
lot going
right.
on.
Like if I'm looking for some, see nothing too fancy. If I'm getting bored with what I've been cooking, I'll get little like ideas. I might mix and match, but I get ideas from them too, because it can get a bit repetitive.
Yeah, there's a app called Yumly. And then you put in like your dietary restrictions, and it gives you like a bunch of different recipes to choose from. So,
Okay, learn me something.
yeah, I forgot to tell you that the other day. But yeah, it's called Yumly. It's like an orange app. And you can tell them like if you're vegan, vegetarian, if you want smoothie recipes, like what fruits and vegetables you eat, what you don't eat, and it gives you like a bunch of recipes. So that's another like good
Y'all
resource.
take note. I hope y'all got y'all pen and paper, because I will be taking. What's the name of it again? Okay.
It's called Yumly.
Yum.
It's Yep,
Okay.
Yum. It's good stuff. Okay, so ooh, let's see what else. I want to ask you so many questions. I'm trying to like keep it short and sweet because
No,
I don't want to take up all your time.
you good.
So when you started your fitness journey, Ashley, you know how I do. Girl, I understand. So what are three things that you wish you would have known when you first started your fitness journey? Because we all know it's gonna be some trial and error. Like you said, when you first got to the gym, you didn't know what the heck was going on, and you was just moving and shaking. So if you
Move.
don't have three, just give me like your top two if you can.
So one of them, I wish I would have known how important lifting weights was, because I would literally go in there. This was my routine out for the longest. I would go in there. I would do 20, 30 minutes on the treadmill before I caught myself lifting weights. Didn't have like a set. I wasn't hitting certain body parts or anything. No, I would just go in there, hit ropes, hit whatever, just do whatever, I felt like. No, absolutely not. So one thing, when you lifting weights, you should never do that much cardio before, because you're taking away the energy to lift your weights. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If anything, save it for afterwards. You know what I'm saying? If you can do that much. I personally can't, because I be dead dog tired. But yes, so much cardio before lifting weights is an absolute no-no.
That's a really good tip, because when I was actually going into the gym, I was doing the same thing. I would get on the treadmill for like 15 minutes. Then I would start my workout. Then I would start doing weights and stuff. But you're absolutely right. Now that I think about it, I'm like, no wonder I was hitting burnout. Like, okay, I'm starting.
I get the
I
that's it.
start seeing them stars. It's time to go.
Right. Up out of here, okay?
That's a really good one. Okay, give me one more.
Oh, you know what? Today I'm at work. And this guy is so funny. I got three. I got three.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about them, but this guy at work, he was like, we was talking about working out. And he's like, yeah, I changed my workouts, like every week. I'm like, what? You know, the real Starr came out. I was like, what? I'm like, why are you doing that? He was like, because that's how I get stronger, right? I'm like, absolutely not. You supposed so I stick to my same workouts. At least 4 to 6 weeks. Some may do longer, but for me to see any kind of change and to know that I'm progressing, to track my progress, you have to stick to the same program. And if you feel like it's getting too easy, you have to up your reps, add more weight. And then that's when you begin to see more and more progress and how you track your progress. And when you're done with that, then you change the routine. But no, not every week. You stick to the same routine for a while.
That makes so much sense. I'm over here like, as you're saying it, I'm like, duh, but those that I didn't know when I first started working out. Like, to really be able to track your progress, you have to do the same things.
Yeah.
And like you said, once you start getting through those workouts and you don't feel fatigued anymore, you're not huffing and puffing, that's when you know, okay, I need to either add some more weight, add some more reps to make it, more, what's the word I'm looking for? Challenging. Help me now, help me. Right. Once you make it more challenging, then you can really say, oh, okay, so I've hit progress instead of a plateau. Because then, you're not really going to see any changes physically once you hit that plateau if you're just doing the same thing over and over again. Just a quick sidebar, it's the same thing with your deodorant. If you wear the same deodorant all the time, you'll start to notice that it's actually you and not the person next to you because your deodorant has failed you. So what you have to do is...
No, I'm just joking.
And so what you have to do is, like, every time you run out of deodorant, it's good to switch back and forth between like 2 different ones. The same thing with skincare. Your skin will start to get used to the same products. And so it'll stop working. You'll start seeing like tiny little breakouts and stuff like that. It's not because anything is necessarily wrong if you have a good diet. It's just the fact that those products, your face has gotten used to them. So it's time to switch it up. So
boom.
Works. It works.
It's not science, y'all.
It's not.
Promise.
It is, but it ain't. It is, but it ain't. Okay, so then what's one more?
Well, we touched on it. That's why I said the nutrition aspect. I wish I would have known how important the nutrition aspect is in reference to working out. When I'm like on it, I definitely see a change in my body. Like, I just talked about this in my post last week, especially when lifting weights. When we're done, working out, how we have to replace or put that protein back in our body because it helps aid in muscle repair and, growing our muscles, et cetera, et cetera. So that's one thing I wish I would have known. I didn't know that.
That's a good.
I first started out, I did not know that. But also too, like with me, when I'm lifting heavy, I have to eat. Some people don't, they don't have to. Like, I will get dizzy and I will damn near faint. But some people, that's what I'm saying, sometimes what works for me does not work for the next person. But I know for sure when you're done working out, especially lifting heavy, it's important to get that protein back into your body.
So since you mentioned muscle repair, so explain the process of what happens to your muscles when you work out, like when you start lifting. So just explain like what happens to those muscles and why it's important to put that protein back in your body.
So as you're working out, the muscles, they break down a little bit, and the proteins help repair those muscles. So that's why it's important when you're done working out to put that protein back in your body to help rebuild and repair those muscles. So that's really exactly how it happens.
So it was kind of like how you explained it to me the other day. You said something about like the tiny tears.
Yes, they create tiny tears in the muscles, and those proteins help rebuild and repair those muscles. So that's why it's important to put that protein back inside your body. They say no more than an hour.
Mm.
In an hour. Yes, it's definitely a time limit. Said when I was reading, it said no more than an hour.
Yeah, you have a really tight window
Yeah.
after you finish working out to make sure that you eat something, because if not, and I've experienced this myself, like my muscles would literally feel like they're bruised, like they would ache because I didn't have enough protein in my
Oh,
body after I worked out. Because you sent me some rigorous workouts, and I noticed the difference between when I had enough protein and when I didn't. Like, girl, I looked like I was doing the robot after them.
but your body will let you know.
It will. It definitely will. So I noticed that when I did put the protein back, and I would normally just do like a protein shake because it would be the easiest for me to get to instead of because I don't always meal prep like I should. So I'll just do like a protein shake right after I work out, and then my muscles are not as sore. Because, girl, I was doing your workout one day and I was like, oh, I know I'm going to feel it.
Be dramatic. My workouts is not that bad.
If you already follow Starr, then you already know that her workouts is for people in boot camp. I need the fat girl workouts. I need the fat girl workouts. Like,
Girl.
start me with the fat girl workouts. Exactly. She's a beast. I don't have time for Starr. I do not have to.
You get on my nerve.
I'm just, but I mean, I'm glad you explained the process of like what happens with. See, Stacy know too. Everybody knows.
Well, I can't see the comments. You can. So I don't think my sister gonna say, girl, my sister's dramatic like you.
No, no, she's telling the truth. Stacy, I know you've seen Starr's workouts.
She's
Everybody
on the class.
Oh, well, did she know firsthand? She That's what you call a credible witness. She knows. She knows. Okay, so since Harold is on here, explain the importance of exactly, she kills me. That's what Stacy said. So since your trainer is on here, explain the importance of having a trainer, and why they are necessary. Because sometimes, we get on Instagram and we look at the different workouts and stuff, and we say, okay, I'm gonna go in my room or in the living room, or I'm gonna go to the gym and look and do these same workouts that I saw on Instagram. And then, like I said, you leave the gym doing the robot. Because
Yeah, no, but no. To me, it was very vital because I started off, I had Harold was my second trainer. I had I had two trainers, but Harold was the longest one I had dealt with. And I'm forever grateful for him because he taught me a lot. A lot of the things that I know, it came from him. But I'm gonna just get into this for a second. One thing that I love with Harold,
hold
when
on, let me find his Instagram real quick.
okay.
So she's talking about Harold the trainer. Harold the trainer. So go follow him on
Follow him.
Instagram. Definitely go follow Harold the trainer on Instagram, because if he is the reason why Starr is out here beasting like that, y'all need to go ahead and get with him. So definitely go follow Harold the trainer. All right, go ahead.
One thing I loved about Harold is he just don't walk you through the motions. We're gonna do this exercise for this reason. You know what I'm saying? This exercise works. Like he literally explains it. A lot of these, what do you call them? Fitness, inspirational. I don't know the correct term for them.
Influencers or
There you go. I mean, they'll do workouts and I send them to you all the time. I'll be like, what the hell is this? Y'all, I promise you, I'll be, because I like to see what other people doing. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm all for soaking in information. I don't know everything. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But some of these workouts, they are pointless. They are really pointless. So that's what I like. It could be the most basic workout and it'll be so effective. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I learned from Harold. Functional movement, also like proper oh shit. I'm sorry, y'all.
you good. Like proper form.
Yeah, proper form. So you won't hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what those two important things are. Those are the most two important reasons why you should get a coach or a trainer, so you won't hurt yourself and so you know what you're doing.
And you made a good point about like sometimes the most simple moves are the most effective, Because again, in the day and age of Instagram, we feel like when we go to the gym or when we work out, it's supposed to be like these rigorous movements or like all this extra, movements, and everything has to be hit, and you got to, be doing all these quick moves and stuff. But, like I said, when I look at your workout, some of it is really like a lot of controlled movement.
That's it. I promise. It's not hard. It's you don't got to do all that. You don't got to do all that. It don't do all of that. I promise it. You don't. You don't got to be treadmills.
So Harold, the trainer, said, "I'm here to guide and provide reassurance of self-confidence. I push personal limits, and Starr tests her own personal limits. She is the result of focus." Oh, he said he loves this live. Oh, thank you, Harold. That's great. I feel like he summed up his whole mission statement. I don't know if he has a mission statement, but I feel like that would be his whole mission statement. Like I felt everything that he just said. Like if I was in Chicago, I would definitely hit up Harold the trainer.
He's the best, for real. For
sure. That's dope. I love that. Especially like he said, providing reassurance and self-confidence, because once you get that confidence, that is going to motivate you to keep wanting to see results and to keep going back to the gym and not be intimidated by the other people that are in there, because that sometimes is a whole other thing in itself. And if you do have a trainer, then you have somebody there who can kind of guide you along and tell you, what to do, what not to do, why it's important to do certain moves. So like you said, so that you don't hurt yourself, because gym injuries are a real thing, and they'll have you out of commission for a good minute.
I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. So I don't, I can just YouTube it, or no, invest in a trainer. If you feel like you need it, invest in a trainer, please. Especially one that knows what they're talking about, because a lot of people don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're doing. Get you a trainer. It's nothing wrong with that. Or even the guys walking around at the gym, or women, they're there to guide you. It's nothing wrong with reaching out for help. If you feel like, trust me, your body will let you know if you're not doing a movement correctly. If it won't let you know then, it will let you know the next day.
Right. Start feeling strained and it uncomfortable. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that you're doing something wrong.
For sure.
But I truly appreciate you for joining this live. I'm not going to hold you up forever, because I know that you have to get up at 3:30 in the morning. So definitely want to make sure that you get your rest. Just explain real quick, real briefly about Evolution by Starr and how they came about. And then I promise you, I will let you go.
She don't want to let me go, y'all. That's what that is.
No, I don't.
No, but so the name, or just the brand itself, or just all in all?
All in all, whatever you want to share about it, because like I said, I don't want to take up too much of your time.
You fine. So I never really expected to. I didn't think it was gonna go this far. I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. I didn't think it was gonna go this far. I never intended on dealing with classes, holding classes, or anything. But anyway, long story short, during the pandemic, I was furloughed from my second job, right? So I had all this, I didn't know what to do with this time. I was like, well, I like working out. So, and I was starting to get into the resistance bands. I'm like, well, maybe I could just show people how to, use the resistance bands, sell these. And I'm like, well, I need a name.
Hold on, let me show them the band, because we talked about this before.
On. She got my back.
Always. So she definitely sells these resistant bands, and they have her logo on there, Evolution. I think these are so cute.
Yes.
And you can either get the single ones, or you can get the pack of 3. This one is the light one. Clearly, this one is the most handy that I have. This is the one that I use the most. That's why it's close to the chest. The other 2, I have no clue where they are, because I'm not ready. I'm not ready for the medium or the heavy bands. This light band, don't think because it's light gray that it's a joke, because it's not. It's really not. This the one that had me doing the robot. I don't have time.
She's so dramatic, y'all. She's dramatic. But they are good quality. They don't roll up either.
They don't. They really don't. So absolutely, is it absolutely Kai or absolutely KY?
Absolutely Kai?
Absolutely Kai. proud of you.
I love
You said those bands are the truth. And Sarita Boss Chick said this live has been amazing. Oh, thank you.
cousin. Oh no, but no. So yeah. Okay. So what I was saying was during the pandemic, I had got furloughed, whatever. So I just had all this time, and I'm just like, I want to start like a fitness brand. So then I came with the bands. I'm like, okay, obviously got to have a name. I'm like, what describes me? Me. I kept seeing the word. So literally, y'all, for real, this is a true story. I kept thinking of a butterfly, and when they start off as caterpillars and they just, turn into these beautiful, colorful butterflies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is it? I think metamorphosis. What's the word?
Don't get me the line. Meta something.
It's meta something. I ain't schooling along.
I went to school.
Whatever it is, it was that. But I'm like, no, it ain't that. I'm like, evolution by Starr. Literally, that's what I compare myself to. And I think highly of myself. So I'm not where I was, however many years ago, and I just keep evolving, steady, like keep evolving. Like I'm not the same person I was a year ago, not just physically, but mentally. So that's just how evolution, the name, came about and how the brand started. So then Morgan had presented me this opportunity to start doing classes. And I'm like, okay, God, you're trying to tell me something. And then then I just started taking off with the club. Everything just fell into place. Like, it was nothing that I just said, oh, I really want to do this. Everything has just been literally falling into place. I never really wanted to do clothes. That was something I'm like, I don't want to do no clothes. That's not me. I'm not no fashion. But everything has just been It's the feeling that I get when I see people wearing my stuff. I just be like, dang. Like, I'm not this huge star, no, but it's just the best feeling in the world to have that kind of support. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but yeah, everything is just like super falling into place. It wasn't planned. It wasn't in my plan. I'm gonna say that it wasn't in my plan, but I feel like everything is going as planned, and it's just gonna be up from here.
And I feel like that's how it's a God thing, because
Yeah.
you could not have planned any of this. Like, even doing the interview on live, like, I know that's a whole other thing for you. But honestly, just watching you evolve over the years, like, I mean, we went to elementary school together. We kept in touch, like our college days, like our early 20s. So just even watching you over the last 10 years, I remember when you started your fitness journey. I remember those first workouts that you recorded and how you evolved from then to now. And honestly, like, I'm just excited that I even get to be a part of your tribe and actually get to witness your progression, because that's what keeps me motivated. So when I see somebody who came from, not working out, eating junk food and not really taking care of themselves physically, because you've always kept it together, like on the outside, but you know what I mean, from as far as like a fitness standpoint.
For sure.
So, like, and then there's no excuses because you have 2 kids, you work 2 jobs. So that's why I'm asking these questions, so that people can understand that you can evolve too. It doesn't have to be some dramatic thing to happen in your life to where you feel like, okay, now this is the point where I can evolve. I can work 2 jobs and still make time to work out. I just have to change my daily routine. I can still, tap into fitness and tap into nutrition. All I have to do is do the research or reach out to somebody who can help me. Because one thing that I've noticed about you is that you're not afraid to ask for help. If it's something that you don't know, you'll ask for help. You'll ask questions. You'll research. So part of you evolving is making sure that you're open-minded enough to even get the information that you need so that you can evolve. And I feel like that's what makes you really special, and that's what makes people connect with you, because you're so open about your journey. Like I said, if anybody has been following you for a while, they've seen the progression. So Evolution by Starr, like, really sums you up, and I'm really excited to see where it goes next, because you're so passionate about it. that's what drives you to keep creating all these different avenues so that people can see you more and that your platform is getting even bigger. And every step along the way, you're still helping people. You're still, you know, girl, I can talk about you forever because I'm really excited about it. And like I said, that's what keeps me motivated. That because I mean, you know, we've had conversations in the morning and you're like, okay, girl, get it together.
Right. 6
So
o'clock.
I appreciate you for motivating me, but also from a non-judgmental standpoint. Like I don't feel judged when I tell you, like, girl, I done fell off. I had a Snickers last night. I'm gonna drink my water. I'm gonna drink my water, but that Snickers, girl. But I do like the fact that we can have those open conversations about like where we are on this evolution journey, because you know every day is not going to be perfect. You know, and you're open about your journey as well. So like I said, I truly appreciate you so much. Sarita, a boss chick, said it's meant to be. You're truly an inspiration. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then Harold's God's plan, Starr. Absolutely. And you can tell that it's God's plan because all these things that you said that you didn't want to do, God is pushing you to do it. You didn't want to teach classes. You didn't want to sell bands.
No,
You didn't want to sell apparel.
my sister, she was like, you just need to, you need to train. You need to do something. I was just, no, that's not something I want to do. I probably kept saying it. I was just like, well, we're here now. But
And it's forever evolving. And I like the fact that you don't have a plan, because I feel like if you had a plan, it will stifle you because you'd be too focused on trying to complete your own goals. So the fact that you don't have a plan, that's what keeps it honest. That's what keeps you open. That's what keeps it evolution. It's literally the name, because you don't have a plan. And I think that's the dopest part about it, is because there is no ceiling for you. So, girl,
with the flow, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, like I said, it's just been, like you say, God's plan. I just really feel it's been very important to me to be as transparent as possible during my journey. Like I don't like to, like I mess up. Like I enjoy myself, but I know when to get back on it. You know what I'm saying? Like transparency is very, very important, because we just see so many fake things, and I'm like, no, that ain't the real, y'all. This the real. This is what happens. This is what it really looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta work for this. Like, no, that's it.
and when you see people who look like you, you know, it, to me, that makes you, for me, it makes you more credible, because I see where you came from.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have somebody, and no shade to, you know, people who are naturally fit, but when you see somebody who's already slim, who appears to already be in shape, and then, you know, they start working out, their fitness journey is going to look a little bit different.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. No shade to y'all. Hey.
Right. But you know, everybody's body type is different. Everybody's metabolism is different. So we need a variety of people. We don't need to see somebody who's halfway through their fitness journey or already figured it out, and then they start the Instagram page. Because then it's like, okay, well, I need to see the progression. I need to see, you know,
there.
Exactly. It's the how for me that really motivates me. Because if I can see, okay, how you got there, that's going to make me feel more confident in my own fitness journey. But if I just see, you know, the flat stomach and the thighs and the toned arms and stuff, then I'm like, okay.
Right. Now you get what I'm supposed to do.
Right. And you already knee deep in all these HIIT exercises, and I'm over here like, child.
No.
And you're personable. Like, you know, we can connect with you. I'm sure that other people don't feel any type of way about DMing you, because some of these people don't respond because they don't even know. Yeah. They don't even know. Just
but
like we
don't know, I'm gonna find out.
Right.
Hold that thought.
Right. And like I said, that's what makes you so dope. And I know that your page is going to grow from here. Your journey is going to grow from here. your business avenues, your streams of income is going to grow from here. So I'm just excited to see it. And like I said, I'm just grateful that I even get to be a part of your tribe so that I could witness it firsthand and be like, yep, I remember when she said she was going to do that. Yep.
All these good things into existence. I just
Absolutely.
really hope it's up from here. I'm very excited for this journey. It has really opened my eyes. I'm so thankful.
I love it. Thank you so much for joining the live. Again, go follow Evolution by Starr if you're not already. She has some dope workouts on her page. You can see her before and after pictures on her page. She posts inspirational stuff on her page. A lot of stuff she posts in her stories too. She'll share, like her breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Even though we didn't talk about that, we'll save that for a whole other live. Because, like I said, I don't want to hold you up. I feel like I've already held you up for a long time.
You're
But
fine.
we'll definitely do a part 2 just dedicated to nutrition and really tap into that, because for a lot of people that is the toughest part. So we'll definitely have to do a part 2 maybe next Sunday,
Okay.
and we'll get it popping that way. Thank you so much again. Thank you.
And I want to let y'all know one thing, Susan. No, Tuesdays I teach classes. Most of y'all know, some of y'all don't know. I will have virtual options. Address is 2025 West 95th Street at the Lab, Beverly, Illinois. I will be posting a link. It'll probably be the day before or the day of. I don't know. I'll let y'all know. But also Saturdays I co-teach with Morgan from 9 to 10. 9 to 10 a.m. Same address, 2025 West 95th Street. Virtual options are available. I'll be posting that link to the closer the date gets, and those workouts are full body, along with my band. So y'all will not be let down.
And they look really, really fun when you post like the clips of them.
They
So the Tuesday class, what time is that one?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I said it. Tuesdays from 5:30 to 6:30.
Okay. So Tuesdays 5:30 to 6:30, and
And
then on Saturday
to 10 a.m.
from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. This is Evolution by Starr. Once again, thank you so much for joining, and we will definitely be back next Sunday because we have to do a part 2 about nutrition, because I feel like that's so important
Yes.
above all else.
Lift
So
y'all.
y'all get some water. Write down 3 things that went well for you today, and make sure that you maintain a positive mindset going into the night and into the morning, so that you can make sure that you start your day on the right track. And we out.
Peace out. Thank you.